G'day guys, welcome back to another episode. You're watching Flashlight Crazy. Today, my carry is actually the light I'm reviewing. I wanted to carry this today because I missed how useful it is to have a right angle light. So this is the Olight Perun 2, and it's just a brilliant light. Let's check it out. All right, so before we check out the light, here is the box. Please pause it anywhere if you want to, probably on this view if you want to check out or read all that sort of stuff. That's the box. All right, now inside you've got, okay, so I'll show that after this. So you got a lanyard, and this lanyard has a nice strong stopper. So that's a decent, worthwhile lanyard. I like this material better than the other standard materials. I don't know why, I just like it. I'm not a lanyard guy, but if I was, this would be one that I'd be willing to use. It's pretty strong. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Although some of that pulled out a little bit, but maybe that's meant to do that. Now, lanyard through here. Okay, so see that? Goes through there. And they also give you this little hook bar thing to help pull it through. So that's what that's for. Pull that through, push it through there, hook it, bang, pull it through. So that's really nice of Olight to include that. You'll get your user manual. So this is just going to give you all the juicy information there. We'll just stick to English for today. So again, pause that if you want to have a scroll or have a read or whatever. Now you get your charging cable. So charging cable smacks on the back of that. This light here will go red when charging and then green when fully charged, this area right here. And you'll get your headband. So pretty bloody cool. So let's see how it goes. Oh, you might have to remove the pocket clip. You probably will have to remove the pocket clip, which is going to be a friggin' nightmare because that's on properly. Okay, so awesome like that, by the way. Awesome right angle light like that. Just is so cool, just even without the pocket clip. But all you have to do is shimmy it in there like so and get those little stopper bits in those little openings there. And look at that. Now you've got your head torch. And bang, just it holds it so snug and secure that you can just turn it to whatever angle you want. It's bloody genius, mate. So, and the buttons at the top there, and I'll show you how to use that. But how cool is that? And this is really nice and secure and just friggin' full on. So, yeah, that's where that's at. I love that. Now, I'll just put the pocket clip back on. You can put it either way, but it really only fits up here. So that's where it's meant to be, and that creates awesome deep carry. And one of my favorite things about this particular right angle Olight is that it goes very deep carry. And imagine this, okay? You need hands-free, so you notch this onto your belt all the way up there. And then you just tuck your shirt behind this little bit, and you've got full access to just have a complete hands-free. Can you picture that with me? It's so useful to use. Probably a bit big for a top pocket. I think maybe the Perun Mini might be good for a top pocket. But man, stick it on your belt or in your pocket even, like, you know, in that side of your pocket, so the light's just hanging out like that. And you've got a beautiful hands-free light. And you'll see in the night shots in the backyard, it's such a great beam. Really large hotspot, heaps of peripheral light. It's just next level, you know? All right, so one thing I don't like about this straight off the bat is that the battery came like that. Okay, which means that the positive needs to go down at the bottom, which is very different to friggin' 90% of the other Olights. And if you see here that you got a little symbol there that says positive side down. Okay, thank you for that. Now, what if I held it like this and I wasn't someone that knew that reverse polarity can be a problem? Now, I'm assuming that this light has reverse polarity protection, surely. But let's say the reverse polarity protection wasn't working or something went wrong with the battery or whatever. If you put it in like that and close that up and turn it on, if the reverse polarity protection wasn't working or if the protection circuit in the battery, failed or whatever, you would have a drama. This battery would start smoking and it would just be terrible. So if I could suggest anything for Olight, it would be to do another one of these symbols around here, just so you can't really miss it. Maybe even 3 of them, just so you definitely can't miss it, or put it on the outside like you've done with other lights. It's really important. Not everyone is going to pick up a light, even if it is shipped to you like this. Not everyone is going to think that is the normal way. That looks upside down. And it's because it is upside down, but that looks wrong. And for people who don't know anything about lights, and maybe it's their first torch that they've bought and it comes like that, and they think, oh, it's probably just in there because that's how they ship it. You know, I just think give us some more indication on which way the battery should go. Anyway, enough said. This is a great light. It's a bloody great light, but I just think Olight should do that. All right, so in the hand, it feels really comfortable, even with the pocket clip. You know, your thumb falls on there like that. Look at that. Single click on, single click off. Press and hold from on goes to low mode. Press and hold whilst it's on and it'll cycle. Double click goes to turbo. 1, 2, 3 will go to SOS, which is a fantastic output to have because it is very useful for, obviously, if you're out camping or something and you get lost. So single click turns it off. Now we'll check the weight because it's not too heavy in the hand, but I wonder if in the pocket or on the head with the battery, it might be a bit heavier. I got to do it this way because I'll do it this way because I don't want the magnet to stuff up the scales. It's not too bad, actually. 158.45. 158.45 grams with the battery and pocket clip. So let's just take the pocket clip off. Come on, you bastard. All right, so let's go with the pocket clip off. 148.59 and then 158.45. So 148 grams with the battery but no pocket clip. That's what you're going to be attaching to your head, which is, to be honest, not too bad at all. Okay, so we'll use these ones today because that'll be fine. So we've got here a max length of 119.46 millimeters. We've got a tail width of 26 millimeters, body width of 25.1 millimeters, and a face width here of 27 millimeters. So it does make for good ergos, I've got to say, this light. You could just pocket it without a pocket clip and it's really, really comfortable, as I said. You can even, this is a really comfortable hold, this one here. It's just great. Look at that. That's fantastic. So now this does have a proximity sensor. So see that sensor there. Okay. So what that means is turbo, steps down, move it away, steps up, move it closer, steps down. And it's got a nice step to it, doesn't it? It doesn't like shudder down. It actually kind of steps pretty seamless. That's cool. Check out the emitter down there in the smooth. Oh, sorry, it's not a smooth reflector. It is a, wow, what is that? It's kind of a total internal style with, I think, like a reflector down the back or something. Either way, it really gives a great, look at that, gives a great beam profile of a nice large hotspot with heaps of peripheral light. See all the light just around here? There's just light everywhere. And you'll see in the night shots, there's just light everywhere. There's no real cutoff. It's simply just hotspot and light, you know, just splashed light everywhere. Great output. I mean, great beam profile, but we will check outputs now. So in terms of outputs, from off, if you press and hold, you're going to get to the lowest mode there. And that's, they call it moonlight mode, but it's 5 lumens, so it's not moonlight mode. But you will get that for 12.5 days. Press and hold from there, it's going to cycle up to low mode, which is 30 lumens for 66 hours. Press and hold again, that's cycling up to 120 lumens for 18 hours. And if we just have a look here, the hotspot's getting my hand, but look at the peripheral light underneath there. That's only on a low mode, but that is awesome. That means that this light, trust me, when you see the night shots, this light just spreads light everywhere. Where were we? Press and hold again, that's high mode, 500 lumens. Now, does the proximity sensor kick in at high mode? Yeah, slightly, yeah. So high mode, 500 lumens, proximity sensor. And then if I go to cycle, so if I press and hold, watch what happens. It goes down to low. So low, medium, and high are the only outputs you can get from cycling. If you do want turbo, you need a double click, 1, 2. That's a whopping, and I mean whopping, 2,500 lumens, which you'll get for 2 minutes. Then it will drop down to 800 lumens, which you'll get for 175 minutes. So this is a beast turbo mode that you only get for 2 minutes, but 2 minutes is a long time when you're staring down the barrel of 2,500 lumens. And as I showed you there, that proximity sensor will kick in at about 15 centimeters or something like that. Now, it does say you'll get a max distance of 166 meters with this light. Look, maybe it is pretty bloody bright, and you'll see when I show up the trees as well, it does kind of go. But, 166 meters is a long way. Think about a 100-meter sprint, almost 2 of those. So I don't know. I don't know about usable light for that. But still, it is a great light with lots of distance. Now, this has passed the 1.5 meter drop test, and it is IPX8 water rated. So that means 2 meters submersible as well. Really, really cool. Now, the body has some awesome knurling here. It's got some epic heat sinks there, which is perfect for the turbo mode. And it is, check this out, super strong and magnetic. Now, obviously, you've only got the right angle, so you don't have the ability to magnetize it and it shoot out the top, of course, but that's pretty cool. The old strong magnet, I don't mind at all. It's a real pet peeve of mine when companies make a magnetic tail cap and it's not very strong. It's like, why would you bother? Why would you bother putting any resources and time and effort and money into a magnetic tail cap if you're not going to have it friggin' stick horizontally like that? If it's only going to barely stick vertically, what's the point? So Olight's really good at their strong magnets. Their magnets are very, very, very well done. Now, as I showed you before, 123 gives you SOS, and that's just brilliant. That is such a beautiful, beautiful thing to add into a light like this, because as I said, if you've, excuse me, if you've got your pocket clip attached and you attach that to something, a bag, a belt, anything, and you have SOS, that's awesome. That's just gonna, and you just turn it whichever direction you need to shine that to hopefully get help. That's just such a brilliant thing to do, and very, very happy that Olight did that. All right, I reckon we'll shoot off to the night shots now and see how this thing goes at nighttime, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts and prices and where to buy. Olight is having a sale on as of now, so I'll put the link in the description and you can just click on that and go check it out. All right, see ya. That's on the lowest output there. And I'm just gonna cycle. Bit of a green tint in the lower levels, which is a bit gross, but we'll deal with it. So see the centralized hotspot and then the peripheral light. That's what you get out of this optic. Wow, that's a nice step up. It's a great step up. Okay, so low, medium, high. Medium, high. Okay, so from high, turbo. And that's brilliant. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll go over this way and see. Yeah, nice. Just turn that off. Okay, 1, 2. Boom. That's really getting good distance. Really good spread as well on that tree out there. Again, look at the tree. Black. Bang. Turbo. But now, if we don't want turbo, low, not quite. Medium, a little bit. High, not bad. Not bad high at all. And then turbo. But look at all the peripheral light everywhere. I'm aiming it. Look at that, I'm aiming it up here. And down here's light. So that's very, very telling as to how useful that optic is. I deliberately didn't do this review out in the park area because I feel like this would be something that would be used for kind of what I'm using it for now. Distance like this, and then maybe, up a tree or something. But I could be wrong. All right, there it is. See ya. All right, so pros and cons. Well, how's the bloody night shots? I know I was only in the backyard, but I feel like this is a light that would be used a lot for, close to medium distances. You probably would want to use it for lengthier distances if you're bushwalking or something like that. But you got to remember, your sustained output is going to be your high mode, really. Because, turbo mode is great. You've got, 2,500 lumens. You get that for 2 minutes, and then it drops down significantly, I think to 700 lumens, if I'm not mistaken. And you get that for ages, but the distance you get with turbo is not sustainable. So, you do need to take that into account, that if you want a light that is shining a long way for a long time, this is not going to be it. But for your close to medium distances, when I say medium, like 50 meters or thereabouts, this will do just fine. And so I just wanted to show how much it lights up. And the peripheral light, man, how good's the peripheral light? This thing's got a huge hotspot, but the way it just lights everything up around you, how's the bit where I shone it a bit up and just the peripheral light is showing in the backyard? Mate, that was friggin' awesome. So it's a very, very useful light, very great light. Love the fact that you can notch it onto the belt or onto your belt or something like that, just on your hip, and you've got, a hands-free light. That's priceless, I think, to have with a right angle light. It's one of my favorite things to do with a right angle light. Chuck it on the belt and you just leave it. Forget about it. Use your other friggin' cool torches for whatever you want to do. But then if you need hands-free, you have got click and you're good. I love that about the right angle lights. Very cool. Mate, 21, I didn't even mention the battery. So 21700 battery is going to give you whopping amounts of runtime on your lower outputs. So again, that's why it's really cool. 4000 milliamp hour, 3.6 volt, 21700. I apologize, I didn't say that in the review. I just get excited sometimes, and this light's really awesome. And so it got me a bit fired up. So I forgot a couple of things. I'm only human, but I am flashlight crazy. Get it? Now, it is reversible as well, the pocket clip, but I don't get why. I guess it just adds extra pocketing or something. I don't get it. I don't get why it would need to be reversible, but I guess it can't hurt that it is, so whatever. Anyway, I'm going to link this in the description, and Olight's having a sale, so I'll link this. Go down below, check it out. If you're interested in the Olight Perun 2 or any other Olight for that matter, there's a sale on right now, so go check it out. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.